What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
The new Chronicles of Narnia reboot will presumably start with the first book in chronicle order, Narnia, the Magician's Nephew. With no further ado, let's go through everything we know about it. The history of the franchise. The book series by C.S. Lewis are, without a doubt, one of the most favored adaptations in the world. With such an original story, a lot of film companies have tried to create a project that will do justice to the novels. Now, it's Netflix's turn. Since there are a lot of fans worried about how the network will adapt the novels, we've decided to make a video and go through a detailed journey of Netflix's intentions so far. First, we need to note the most important thing about their version. The streaming giant will not continue right after Disney stopped. In fact, they will make a reboot. What exactly does this mean? And when could this reboot be released? Let's find out. Narnia got its most popular film adaptation thanks to Disney. But since the sequel and the third film weren't as profitable as the first one, Disney decided to stop with the third installment. And since Netflix is often saving cancelled TV shows and films, they decided to purchase the rights to the franchise in 2018. The thing is, it's been 4 years with the popular streaming network releasing just a few details regarding its Narnia reboot. C.S. Lewis wrote and published the book in the early to mid-1950s, and while there were many adaptations throughout the years, the one from Disney was the most successful. But Disney didn't enjoy the rights to the entire franchise. In fact, the movie streaming site is the first company to have the rights to all of the books at once. And because of this, Netflix has complete freedom of what to do with the books, meaning that there are no restrictions on where the story will go. There are a lot of reasons why the streaming network is taking so long with this project. First, there's the ongoing pandemic that affected the entire film industry. And of course, the new creators will try not to disappoint fans with a poorly made reboot to one of the most beloved franchises. They need more time to gather the ideal cast ensemble, make a suitable script, and, well, work on all those special effects the said franchise is famous for. Let's get into more details, shall we?
You won't see it from the other side of the door.
Edmund, it looks like the water's actually moving.
Where will Netflix start? The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe is the novel Disney started with, and the first novel published. But The Magician's Nephew book is the book that serves as the prequel. And because of that, the new reboot will presumably start with this first book. If the streaming network starts with The Magician's Nephew, they will go with the so-called HarperCollins order, which would be the following: The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and His Boy, Prince Caspian, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, The Last Battle. There are some rumors suggesting the new creators will make their version of the series a bit darker, more like The Lord of the Rings, which is, according to most fans, not so great. And because this will be a reboot, we won't see any of the original cast members that appeared on the Disney adaptation, unless they show interest in at least a cameo and the new creators find a way to make their cameo suitable. Georgie Henley, who played Lucy in the Disney franchise, said she would be happy to make an appearance, but according to her, that seems unlikely. The new creators will have to find brand new cast members who will be a good fit for the story. Do you have any suggestions? For instance, is there any actor who would be the perfect fit for Prince Caspian? Let us know. The popular streaming network is yet to confirm whether their new story will be a reboot. But based on what happened with Disney, we strongly believe the streaming network will make a TV show starting with The Magician's Nephew. A single film is unlikely to cover the entire story. For years, there were plenty of attempts to make The Silver Chair, but as we previously said, the last 2 films were not really successful. So fans were left with Voyage of the Dawn Treader. There's an ongoing debate among fans as to which order the books should be adapted to, by publication date or chronology. Would you guys rather see a story where they begin with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Or are you more interested in the HarperCollins order? Which one is a better idea? The 7 books belong to Netflix. The news of Netflix purchasing the rights of the franchise dropped back in October of 2018. The streaming giant has a multi-year deal. with which, as already mentioned, they can do whatever they want with the story. With the original announcement, Ted Sarandos, the co-CEO of Netflix, said, C.S. Lewis's beloved Chronicles of Narnia stories have resonated with generations of readers around the world, adding, families have fallen in love with characters like Aslan and the entire world of Narnia, and we're thrilled to be their home for years to come. So far, we know that the streaming network wants to make a Narnia universe, meaning that they plan to make the franchise something like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. The entire deal is posted on the official Narnia Facebook page. But here are the most important pieces of information. Netflix will develop new series and film projects based on C.S. Lewis's beloved The Chronicles of Narnia series, under the terms of a multi-year deal between Netflix and the C.S. Lewis Company. Netflix will develop classic stories from across the Narnia universe into series and films for its members worldwide. Mark Gordon of Entertainment One, Douglas Gresham, and Vincent Sieber will work as executive producers for the series and as producers for features. The thing is, Netflix has all of the 7 books to create TV shows and films, and according to us, they'll start with a TV show. Some rumors are suggesting the production of the series will start in 2022. If that's indeed the case, the first season of the show will be released sometime in 2023, at the earliest. We also know that the already mentioned crew will work on many Netflix Narnia projects, not one. The creative architect. The Magician's Nephew is a fantasy children's novel by C.S. Lewis, published in 1955 by the Bodley Head. This is the 6th published novel that, as already noted, serves as the prequel. In other words, it is volume 1 of the series. The story is set in early 20th century England, and the protagonists are neighbors Polly Plummer and Diggory Kirk. The plot follows them as they look for adventure during their summer holidays. Aside from Mark Gordon, Douglas Gresham, and Vincent Sieber, there's another person confirmed to be working on the reboot. In 2019, Netflix reported that Coco co-writer Matthew Aldrich will be the creative architect for the upcoming films and series. The announcement says, Coco co-writer Matthew Aldrich will serve as the creative architect and oversee the development of all films and shows adapted from C.S. Lewis's beloved Narnia universe for Netflix. Things fans want to see and things they don't. Oh boy, where do we start? First, we want to note that there are a lot of fans praising the new owner of the Narnia rights for their intention to start with The Magician's Nephew. Although the story of the Pevensie children begins with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Magician's Nephew is a novel that will make an ideal, more detailed conception. Those of you who have read the book already know that it's nothing compared to the other book as it follows a bit weirder plot. We hope the new creators stay loyal to the plot, and since we live in a world where there are plenty of fantasy projects with various special effects, we would love it if Netflix stays loyal to the entire source material and adapt the perfect magical story. The creators should focus on deep magic and fascinating characters. Narnia is known for its simplicity. And while Netflix should pay a lot of attention to castles, dragons, and battles, it also needs to understand that the special effects are not the central element of the project. On a related note, what are your hopes for this new reboot? What do you look most forward to? Also, what is, according to you, the ideal order by which Netflix should adapt the novels? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.